Hello, welcome. I'm Tauni at Yoga 413, and today I'm leading you through a Yoga Sculpt class that requires no equipment. We're going to use common vinyasa poses and flows to tone and strengthen the entire body. This class is part of our Spring Sculpt series here on the YouTube channel, where every class, the month of March, will be some type of Yoga Sculpt or Pilates-inspired workout. So I really hope you'll take some time to check out some of the other classes as well. So let's begin this class in a child's pose. A lot of movement in this class, but we're going to begin first with a little bit of stillness, just for a few moments. Lower the body to the mat. Begin to breathe and quiet and calm your mind. Choose to let go of any distractions today. And let's honor this time that we've carved out for ourselves. Begin to extend the arms forward. Bring your palms together, elbows to the mat, and simply bring the hands in a prayer position over the head. Then reach the arms back forward. Begin to spread the fingers. Find a stretch here for your back, your arms. And then begin to rise up, drawing the knees in. Come forward to a supported plank position. Bending the elbows, lower the body to the mat. Lift into cobra. Press back to that extended child's, taking the toes down into the mat. Roll the spine up like cat pose to come back forward. Then find that supported plank and lower to the mat. Lift into cobra, feel the strength in your back, and then exhale back to that extended child's. Let's do that one more time, rolling the spine, then lowering to the mat. Lift into cobra. Exhale, extended child's. Rise up into a tabletop. So you're going to want to bring your hands right underneath the shoulders. Lift that right leg and extend back. And I want you to point that toe and squeeze the glute. Lift it up. Now as you exhale, draw the knee in and round the spine. Lengthen back out. Now bend your elbows any amount and press back up. Draw that knee in, round and extend. Lower by bending the elbows and press. Continue. Pull in, extend, tricep push-up. 2 more times. In and extend, lower and press. Last time. Beautiful job. Come back to that tabletop. Switching sides, extend that left leg, point the toe, engage the muscles in the leg. Now pull in, pull those belly muscles in, and extend. Bend your elbows any amount, and press up. So it's in, lengthen, down, and up. Again, in, lengthen. 2 more times. Last one. Beautiful. Step your feet back. Let's come into our first down dog. Pedal out your feet. So hopefully feeling a little bit of warmth in those arms, in that midsection. From down dog, come forward into a high plank. Lift back to down dog. Again, moving forward. Exhale, lift. 3 more times. So you're going to find throughout the class, I'm going to throw in plank series in between the standing segments. Just break it up a little bit. Coming into downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up, point that toe. Come forward to a high plank. See if you can tap the knee to the elbow or the tricep. Lift back up. Come forward and tap. Last one. One leg dog. Step that foot forward. High lunge. Find your pose, knee over ankle, arms reaching up. Start to bend that back knee. See if you can lower down and straighten. Bend and straighten. It's a very small movement. 2 more. Find that high lunge. Big step forward to chair. Reaching the arms up, knees bent. Now as you rise up, cactus your arms, pull the muscles in the back, and then extend back up. Exhale, lift, pull those arms in, and then as you extend the arms, sit back into chair. Again, pull. So that mind-muscle connection, really engage the muscles in the back. Sit down. Last one. Hold your chair pose. Balancing chair, introducing some balance, just roll to the balls of the feet, bend the knees and hold. Dropping the heels, rise up, forward fold. Lengthen the back, half lift, and fold. Step back to high plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Lifting the left leg up, point that toe. High plank, knee to tap the elbow or tricep. Lift back up. Again. Slow, controlled movement. Last one. One leg dog. Step the foot between the hands. High lunge. Breathe, just find your pose. You're going to start to bend that back leg, tap, and extend. So just lower and lift. Hold your pose. Step forward into chair. Bend your knees. Reach those arms up. As you rise, cactus your arms. Sink back into chair. Again. Like you're moving through water. Squeeze. 2 more. Hold chair. Find balancing chair. Breathe. Rise up. Forward fold. Half lift. And fold. High plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Take a few breaths in down dog. Extend that right leg up. We're going to change this time. Bring that right knee over to the left elbow, or as close as you can get it, and lift back up. 2 more, nice and slow. Right foot between the hands, warrior 2. Breathe. So be sure, knee over ankle, shoulders over hips. Lengthen through those arms. Just settle in, find your strength. Begin to reach forward, moving into angle pose. You're welcome to bend the elbow or extend down to the floor. Warrior two. Bring that left arm forward, lift your back heel, work your way back into that high lunge. Begin to lean forward to the diagonal. Your arms are going to sweep to your sides. Lift into warrior three. Stay in warrior three. We're going to go to a low warrior three. Just bend the knee. Step back to high lunge. Warrior three. Low warrior three. High lunge. Warrior three. Lower. Step back. Two more times. Warrior three. Bend. Step back. Last time. High lunge. Hands to the mat. High plank. Ooh, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Take a moment here. You might notice the difference between the right and the left sides. So let's try that on the left. Lift the left leg up. High plank, but bring that knee anywhere near that right elbow. And lift up. Again. Stepping the left foot forward. Warrior two. Angle pose. Again, maybe it's supported, maybe it's open-handed down by the floor into that unsupported position. Warrior two. You're doing beautifully. Bring that right arm forward, right heel lifts. Warrior lunge. Start to transition, lean forward to that diagonal, find balance, warrior three. Low warrior three. Step back, high lunge. Warrior three, straighten your legs best you can. Then bend the standing leg and step back. Three more times, warrior three. Low warrior three. High lunge, continue. Last one. Beautiful job. Taking the hands down to the mat, step back, high plank, flow through the half series vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. Take this time to check in, connect with your breath. Come forward and come into a forearm plank. Shoulders over elbows. Now roll to your right side into a side plank. Top arm extended. Now can you lift your hips away from the floor? Forearm plank. Roll to that left side. Can you lift, squeeze those obliques? Forearm plank, knees to the mat, child's pose. Moving into our last plank series, meet me back in that forearm plank. We're going to do side taps, right and left, so tap the right out, and then the left. Tap and tap. Keep pressing away from the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Come back into that tabletop. So now we're going to do a little bit more work here on the hips. So these are more Pilates-inspired movements. We're going to start with the left leg. You're going to lift it out to the side into a fire hydrant, extend the leg, bring it back in and down. So it's lift, kick, and down. Lift, kick, point that toe. Keep going, halfway there. Last 2. Last 1. Good job. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So if you're trying to keep your back as straight as you can, you're going to feel that those obliques, your side waist work when you kick that leg out. So when you're ready, lift, kick, and down. Up, lift. Good. See if you can keep that leg as parallel to the floor as you can. Up. Last 4. You've got it. Control. Lift, kick, in and down. Last 1. Beautiful job. Sit it back. Stretch that out. Come forward into a down dog. And then step or float, feet forward, and have a seat. We're going to find boat pose. So back straight. Just practice some patience here as we hold the pose. You are strong. Then take the hands down, fingers forward, lift into inclined tabletop. Release down, boat pose. So from high boat where we are here, we're gonna go low to high. You're always welcome to stay, all right? So you're really nice and strong. As you inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, V in. Again, low to high boat. Back straight. Point those toes. 2 more. Hold, hold, hold. Extend the legs, incline plank. Release the hips, lower down to the mat. Legs extend up into the air. Hands underneath hips. Start to lower the legs. Squeeze, lift up. Lower and lift. Low back stays connected to the mat. You don't have to lower the legs super far. If your back, starts to arch up, just don't lower the legs so far. Now extend the legs, lift your shoulders up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And relax, knees to chest, hands to your shins. Taking the feet to the mat, arms to your sides. Lift the hips, bridge pose. Start to walk your shoulders together, down your back, maybe binding your hands underneath you. Release from the pose, knees to chest. Rock up to have a seat. Extend the legs. Let's start to slow down and stretch this out a little bit. Sit up nice and tall, reaching the arms up. Extend over into your seated fold. Lifting out of your stretch, bring the bottoms of your feet together, knees wide. Moving into butterfly pose. Again, sit up tall. You're welcome to hinge forward, dropping the knees closer to the mat. Start to stretch into the hips, the glutes, the inner thighs. You did great. Hopefully you worked up a sweat with that one. That is my goal, to challenge you a little bit, but yet be doable. Always want people to feel successful at the end of class. So I'm a firm believer that if you showed up and you moved your body, you are successful. It doesn't never worry about what you look like. Go ahead and come up. Or comparing yourself to anyone else. That is a waste of energy and it will steal your joy. I promise you that, so no comparison. Let's finish off this stretch by lowering to the mat. Bring that right knee in. And then move into your spine twist. Keeping that right shoulder connected to the mat, let's turn our head and gaze down the right arm. And switching sides, left knee pulls in, spine twist. Coming back onto your back, let's take a full body stretch. Reach your arms over your head. Extend, point those toes, stretch the fingertips. And then lift up, bring your arms to your sides, palms up. Go ahead and separate your feet a little wider. Let the feet just naturally drop away from each other as you start to soften and release the muscles of the body. Close your eyes. Find stillness in your body and in your mind. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Begin to take some awakening breaths and bring movement back into your fingers, your toes, and a little bit bigger, bending your knees, rolling to a resting position on your side. Just pausing here to maybe set your intention for the rest of your day or evening. And tell yourself, good job for showing up and for doing this class. And gently help yourself up. Coming into that nice, easy seated position. You did beautifully. Thank you so much for joining me for class. Let's bring our hands to that prayer position at our hearts. And from my heart to yours, namaste. Have a blessed day, and thanks again for joining me.